Hey guys, how you doing today? We're gonna be looking over another Gyre build. Now this is a Gyre revisit. If you haven't seen my first video, check it out in the link above. This one does require some Archon shards, and also I kind of actually go out and throw almost everything that I said to focus on with my previous build. Hence the Archon shards. So yes, as you can see, Gyre looking as beautiful as ever. This is another purest frame build. So basically, this is built off of two abilities in particular. So we have her 3, which is this one, and then we end up having her 4. As you can see, the timer is actually going up per kill, which is kind of crucial to this particular build. And keep in mind, this works for any weapons that deal shock damage. Look at those red crits. I call it Gyre vision. Don't you love it? And yes, this also takes out accolades pretty well too. So first off, let's end up going over the Archon shards over here. Now this isn't quite perfected. As you can see, I have only 3 Tau forged. Ideally, I'd like to have 5, but you know, RNG. So first off, the first one in this slot, we have a 15% ability duration. We also have another 10% duration, 30% energy fill. So this means that you can easily kick off your 3 and then your 4, and then, toss a ball and kill a lot of enemies all at once, which means, you're able to keep your 3 and 4 up all the time. Next, we have some more strength, and then we also have health regeneration. Now, I'll explain why health regeneration is very important to this build in a little bit. So first off, this particular build, it's very crucial to end up having your augment. Now this guy, you actually pick it up from, I believe, Parent Sequence. I will have to double check. Note, I will put comments if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Parent Sequence that actually sells it. So basically what this does is Cathode Grace, while Cathode Grace is running, it basically amplifies your Roto Swell, which is her 4, by the way, and damage is extended by the same amount. So basically, instead of having to recast your 4 every so often, as long as you're doing shock damage, it adds more to duration. So of course, Energy Siphon, we end up having Power Drift, Blind Rage, tossing efficiency out the window, because, efficiency isn't super important for her, especially once you have her 3 and her 4 up. You're pretty much getting energy so fast that, honestly, you can have efficiency at 0 and wouldn't even bother her that much. We have Primed Flow, because that's always a handy ability to have. Transient Fortitude, taking away a bit more from duration, and also adding more strength. Augur Reach, which is a good one, because, adding more range is always a good thing. Now, the reason why you're asking, okay, why do you have Primed Vigor? The reason being is because her base health is pretty low, and Gyre actually doesn't have a whole lot of armor, so meaning she can get one-shot pretty fast. Now, Vigor is actually a very good one because it boosts up shields and it boosts up health. Now, this is crucial, especially when you're dealing with a lot of the Xmas as well. So, for example, Toxin and Fire, it kind of helps with that particular situation. Now, if you noticed, I'm actually using an Archon mod in here. Most of the time, Archon mods are not worth the amount of extra points that they do end up acquiring. Like, for example, this one, I could actually rank it up one more rank, but cost and endo being kind of a fun thing to end up getting. The point being is that in this particular situation, it's very good because it increases your range and abilities that deal shock damage. She's entirely a shock-based frame, so this is where it benefits her and Volt very well together. Of course, we also have the Umbral Intensify, because, raw strength, always good. And then, of course, the Cathode Current, which is her augment. Now to go over a couple things that we do have, we also have Arcane Energize. Now yes, you could use a fully ranked one. I don't have one, but this is good enough. And then we also have Cathode Grace. So on health damage, 9% recovery for every +1 duration. But then again, this one's not super important. Alright guys, so I know that this video has been kind of long and interesting, and as you can see I'm currently leveling up a new gun because I've had to reshoot this multiple times because I've been tongue-tied, so I do apologize. But anyways, I hope this build has really shown that Gyre has a lot of room to grow and become a really powerful for Warframe if you understand her basic principles. As mentioned, if you do want to end up looking up the other video that doesn't require augment or Archon shards, definitely check the link below, as well as up above here. Note pointing up to the upper right or upper left, depending on how and where YouTube ends up putting it. But anyways, I do want to thank you guys all for coming, and also remember to respect every single Tenno, because not everybody is not able to do Steel Path, and we have to treat everybody with respect. And look at this build video as kind of a launch pad to create your own. But as always, that's the most important part. I want to say thank you all for watching. Definitely subscribe and also like, and also probably put a comment down there if you like what you're seeing. It definitely helps out a ton. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.